It was evident by their heavy breathing and the more than usual tugging at the shorts the Miami Heat were having difficulty with the high altitude conditions. They just refused to let it affect the outcome. The Heat more than handled the conditions in a 101-89 victory against the Brooklyn Nets Saturday at Arena Ciudad de Mexico. They are now 1-1 heading into the finale of this three-game road at Memphis Monday. Guard Goran Dragic and Tyler Johnson led the way with 20 points each. The Nets entered with already a built-in advantage, having been in Mexico City a day longer. They arrived Wednesday and defeated Oklahoma City the next day. It provided more time to get acclimated to the altitude, which usually takes a couple days to adjust to. Mexico City sits 7,350 feet above sea level, which is higher than any NBA destination. The Heat did everything possible to speed the adaptation process, including holding an intense practice dedicated mostly to conditioning Friday. The rotation was also extended to combat stamina and fatigue issues. For Heat guard Dion Waiters, it was more than just the elevation causing problems. He continues to deal with a hyperextension on his right, non-shooting elbow. Waiters wore a protective wrap over it during the first quarter before removing it because of discomfort. He finished with 2 points on 1 of 10 shooting. With Waiters struggling, the Heat had to look elsewhere for scoring. They got it from the bench with Tyler Johnson and Justice Winslow, who finished with 15 points on 5 of 6 shooting. It was Winslow's first double-digit scoring performance since November 17 against the Washington Wizards, a span of 9 games. He also blocked a dunk attempt by the Nets center Tyler Zeller in the fourth quarter, drawing applause from the 19.777 fans in attendance. The added production was welcomed considering the Heat were playing without center Hassan Whiteside for a 5th straight game because of a bruised knee. After trailing 53-50, the Heat grabbed the lead for good in the third quarter behind Dragic and Tyler Johnson. A three-pointer by Dragic and breakaway dunk by Wayne Ellington gave them a 10-point lead with 8 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. The Nets pulled to within 91-87 with 3 minutes left after guard Spencer Dinwiddie hit consecutive three-pointers. The Heat responded with a layup and put-back basket by center Kelly Olynyk and James Johnson's dunk over Nets center Jarrett Allen on the next 3 possessions to put it away. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the NBA potentially expanding to Mexico City. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the NBA potentially expanding to Mexico City. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the NBA potentially expanding to Mexico City. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the NBA potentially expanding to Mexico City. Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the improving Brooklyn Nets. Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the improving Brooklyn Nets. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the team's trip to Mexico City. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra on the team's trip to Mexico City. Heat coach Spoelstra discusses the Heat lineup change in San Antonio. Heat coach Spoelstra discusses the Heat lineup change in San Antonio.